Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Nitrostorm here. Welcome back to RevivedWitch. So they just updated the game again, and so the previous banners are gone, you know, the Metamorphosis and Ella, and now they released the second batch essentially of the re-release of the Battle Pass characters, and in this case we now have Kamui on the Awakening Summon. Now, just a few notes before we start this video. I've made a few guides and showcase videos for Kamui using my other account because I did get the Battle Pass back then, and for the most part she is mostly a PvP character and doesn't really provide anything useful in terms of PvE and support, even though she is a compeller. Now she does provide some support, which I'll show in a moment, but yeah, that's just things to keep in mind. And yeah, if you want to see those videos, the PvP video and the showcase video review, I'll put the links down in the description and in the pinned comment. Now, without further ado, let's get started. So keep in mind when we do these character reviews and UEs, the skills of the character will be showcased with max level active skills, so level 5 actives, and max level passive skills at level 2. Now, as I've mentioned, she is a Saltstone Compeller, and her first skill is called Reveal. It costs 2 order to use. She grants a shield that absorbs damage equal to 40% of her max health to all allies, deals damage equal to 60% of her max health to the enemy target in the front row, and reduces the target's physical defense by 3000 and can't stack. Her second skill is called Seclusion, and it costs 4 chaos to use, and what it does, it reduces her own HP by 10% of her own max health 5 times in a row. So that means her health will go to half if she was at max HP, and it can be deemed as taking damage 5 times. This is key for the passive. Each time healing other allies for 20% of max health, meaning so in total she reduces her own HP by 50% of her own max health in total to heal all other allies by 100% of her max health, and then increases all allies attack by 20%. So technically she does have some support, but because she is HP based in terms of dealing damage for her S1, I'll focus more on that in a moment. We'll go through the passive for now, which is called Divine Punishment, and at level 2 what it does, for every 5 instances of damage taken, regardless if it's attacking herself or someone else like enemies attacking her, every 5 instances Kamui applies Divine Punishment to all enemy targets, dealing physical damage equal to 50% of her max health. Can be triggered only once within 5 seconds. See, the reason why I said that she's mainly a PvP character is because her skills, all of her damage and stuff, is all based on her max HP. And the reason why I say it's only for PvP is because, as you can see, her base health, because she is a compeller, her base max HP at level 90 is not that high, and so it would require you to raise her up more than usual to try and get her health up there. I did manage to get her, I think, 60k HP without her unique equipment, which is pretty solid for a compeller. But yeah, it's not like 100k plus like the Guardians. And one more thing why she's made for PvP is because the health of everyone during PvP mode is amplified, and so her HP base damage will also essentially be amplified because the health is amplified. The other stats are not amplified, if I'm not mistaken, only the health, and so anyone that have max HP based damage will benefit the most in PvP. And in PvE, the HP that you see would be the HP that you get, and so her damage in PvE wouldn't be that high. And if you could take that into consideration, she'll only have 3000 physical defense reduction and increasing ally attack by 20% at the cost of her reducing her own HP. So, She does have some pros and cons. You can still use her in PvE, but I wouldn't advise so. But yeah, you'll see what I mean, why she's pretty decent at PvP with her HP based damage. But obviously, if you take a look at my Cymbriet PvP video, you'll see that she would be more effective for now. And I'll have to see her Kamui's UE to see how she compares to that. But yeah, overall, she's pretty decent, mainly for PvP, and that's about it. Pretty good for trolling anyway, for PvP, because of her passive. Now, her UE, Divine Dove. That's the bird thing that you see on her art. Let's see what it does. Divine Punishment will also increase all allies' damage or healing effect of next active skills by 55%. Oh wow. Okay, well, looks like I'll have to take back the part where I said that she can't really support. That does really change things. Divine Punishment would be her passive, so I know it can only be triggered once every 5 seconds, but you know, if you put, so basically she would have to be put up front essentially to have the most instances of damage taken. Obviously that will be kind of cut when you're up against someone that is an assassin who targets the rear instead of, you know, full AoE. But for the most part, the other two dolls would be attacking her, and so that would be the best positioning for Kamui to have the most procs of Divine Punishment and get your allies the increased healing or damage effect from that. Now, would I say that would make her worth getting? In my opinion, I think with the way that her kit is, you know, she requires being damaged, getting hit by other sources in order to buff everyone. She's more so like a counterplay character rather than a more offensive support. There's a possibility that she could be helpful, but there are better physical supports out there, and so you won't really benefit from Kamui. It's mainly for those that want to try her out in PvP who don't have Cymbriet yet. And I would say that's about it. She's pretty decent overall. You can pull if you want. Her art is really nice at Ascend 4, a max Ascend. You'll be able to see that in the PvP video. Yeah, if you got any more questions regarding Kamui and her unique equipment, do let me know down in the comments below. One more thing about the UE anyway is that at max level, about level 60, I think the healing effect and you know, the max would probably be, you know, if they're not stingy about it, would probably be like 100% increase, which is pretty nice. You know, it brings her up to par with Metamorphosis in that sense. But yeah, if you got any more questions regarding Kamui and her UE, do let me know down in the comments down below, or if you got any questions regarding RevivedWitch in general. Hopefully this helped you in terms of information regarding Kamui, as this is basically her first time ever being rerun alongside her very own UE, which is released for the first time. In any case, it's been your boy Nitrostorm. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. Peace.